What's up, pretty gang? It's your favorite nail tech Peaches back with another video. You guys see the look. This really pretty ombre birthday set. I asked for a nail model the other week. I wanted to do a ombre with the birth year and the Capricorn and all that good stuff, and actually somebody was interested, and here we are. I guess technically Capricorn is about to be over, but you can use this for anybody's birthday. Okay, so before we go ahead and get into it, make sure you guys check the description. I have links to coupon codes and my Amazon storefront. Follow me on social media, subscribe, click the notification bell, make sure that you don't miss out on any videos. Okay, so here are the colors we're using. Of course, by Not Polish, my liquid is Young Nails, my clear is Young Nails. I use Core Clear, not Speed Clear. I actually don't really like working with speed products because honestly they just dry way too quickly. For me personally, like, I just don't like the feel of it. Like, I like my beads a certain way and it doesn't give me that. And some people ask about my brush size. It's a size 20. I get pretty much everything from the nail supply store. Like I said, I have an Amazon storefront if you guys are interested in certain products. Okay, so for this, I am speeding up me placing the tip color. I have done a bunch of ombres on my page, and for those of you who need extra help with really structuring your ombre, how to cap, all that stuff, I do have other videos, and this is really going to be just, hey, this is basically how I achieve this look. So for those of you who don't know or are not familiar, the way I do ombres is the tip color, I don't put it extremely thin because the whole goal here is to work smarter, not harder. Ombres already can take enough time as it is. So I put enough substance in the tip color so that way when I go and cap later, because essentially I'm only capping the blend down, okay, I already have some strength there, so I'm not gonna have to really focus too much on strength when I do this. Okay, so I felt like this look was really pretty. I also really love second nude instead of the nude that I showed you guys with baby pink. I've done it in the past before, and that's what I intended to do, except for I just didn't have enough on hand. So if you're looking for another nude color that looks good at all skin tones, I would definitely suggest second nude for this look. And damn, I feel like that was a mouthful. That was like really give me some water, because that was a lot. Okay, so yeah, later on in this video, I'm not gonna lie, there is a clip that I didn't get to show you guys. Didn't get to show you guys. For some reason, I could not transfer it from my phone to the computer. It just basically said like it wasn't available, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that, so I'll have to explain a portion of the video when we get to that. But yeah, at this part, we're pretty much just slapping the tip color on. If you struggle with getting the consistency of the tip, if it takes you a long time to do this part, I would suggest practice getting your liquid to powder ratio correct, because you don't want too liquidy, because your beads will be very thin, and then your tip color will be it'll be splotchy, and we don't want a splotchy color. We want a very consistent, very even color at the tip. So if you have trouble with that, I suggest working on it. And the reason why I do like some substance towards the tip is just, number one, for sake of time, but number two, I really think that people should get out of the habit of thinking you need to lay clear first, you need to do the tip this way and that way. We need to start doing what makes sense. Okay, I've been doing this method for a long time, and it saves time, and it's honestly just a way lot easier. So here we go. I think I put it back to normal speed while we're doing the blend and capping. So I personally like to take, to me this is like a small size bead because my brush is a size 20, but for some of you this might be, I don't know, medium size bead. As you can see, I pretty much focus that bead in the apex area, and I just blend down what I don't need. Okay, so that is the quickest way and the easiest way to not only build an apex but get your blend, so when you cap, you're not doing a whole hell of a lot of work. You don't have to build the apex. I highly suggest this method because it saves on so much time, and realistically you're going to be able to do everything in one swoop, so you're not doing a bunch of back and forth. So you guys can see the structure of the nail as I'm looking here and there. It's pretty smooth. We don't want any lumps or bumps, and as you can see, I'm already on to capping the nail, in which you can see I don't put any in the apex. I kind of just blend it right there because we don't want any lines of demarcation, and then the rest I kind of let float down. And I like to make sure the sides definitely have clear on them, because the last thing you need is weak side walls, because that is where a lot of your strength comes from. on the nail, and then boom, you guys can see a really nice enhancement. Okay, so definitely when you cap nails, you have to have the right consistency. I do have tutorials on my channel for that as well if you are struggling. I pretty much have tutorials for almost everything, to be honest with you guys. So once again, I get a smaller size bead, and this is going to take time to be able to find the consistency that you need where it's not going to, like, you'll be able to work quickly enough to like blend and make sure everything is not overflowing and make sure the cuticles are tucked. And so, you know, it's understandable if you're like newer, or maybe you just don't have the skill set to like multitask and manage all of these different aspects at once, because at one point in time I didn't either, but it's something that you build up to and you can work to. And honestly, this method might not even work for you, so like don't be alarmed if you're not able to do it like this. But I will definitely say the less beads during an ombre the better, because you kind of realize that once you realize whatever extra that you need, that's what you can swipe down. I mean, extra that you don't need in the apex, you just swipe that down. It kind of automatically creates like a super duper smooth blend. So I would definitely say practice on just like multitasking. Everything is like order of operations with nails, so keep in mind that the tip does need to be somewhat dry before you go ahead and do this, which is why you do all 5 and then go back to the front. I mean, back to the pinky. I know there are some people that they'll put the tip on for all 10, which I used to do that too, until I realized some clients like to really do stuff with their hands, and the worst thing in the world is when you have wet acrylic on a hand unsupervised, and then you go back to it and it's smushed all different types of ways. Like, honestly, that's more of a pain than anything, to be honest with you. Like, so if you have trouble with that, or you get frustrated with things like that, I recommend just finish off the one hand first. And as far as like timing, because like I said, you guys, this isn't really like a tutorial in like, hey, how to ombre. So, but just to give you guys an estimate of time, this set took me probably like, I want to say probably less than 2.5 hours. I do a lot of ombres, so, and I actually enjoy them, so it's like ombres are pretty quick for me. But like the appointment from start to finish was like 2.5, like, you know, right under 2.5 hours. So when I tell you guys like, oh, this set took this long, that's including from the time they stepped into my room, we talked, discussed, picked out colors, and did everything. But actual application time, I want to say each hand probably took like 30 minutes, and then shaping, I want to say in this video is like 5 minutes, and then probably like another 14 minutes of the rest of the stuff. So yeah, you can say probably like, I guess that's like what, an hour and a half for the actual set itself. Yeah, that's pretty much how long it took. So I am an advocate for, if you can learn to work a little quicker and keep your same quality, definitely push yourself, because in the long run it's gonna help you not only keep clientele but gain new clientele. I understand everybody has like their times and stuff, but at a certain point we kind of have to, like, I personally feel like it's like everyone has their personal like work time and stuff, but I don't think just because you take longer that automatically that makes you more expensive. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion, because like I feel like it's also a valuable skill to be able to work at a quicker speed and still keep the same quality as if you worked at a really, like, you know, a slower speed. So if you're wanting to learn how to work quicker, let me know. I'm thinking about putting out videos that include some tips for that. Like I have a couple like basic videos that I didn't end up getting to finish the rest of the filming, like for the actual design. So I'm actually thinking about putting a video out this week about tips to help you work, like increase your speed, but also keep your same quality. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested. Like I said, I'm gonna put it out either way, but you know, I'm just curious to know if anybody else would like to learn those type of skills. Okay. So we only have 2 more nails left. I feel like, I'm sorry guys, I feel like this video is pretty boring. Because it's pretty self-explanatory, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, the reason why I wanted to do a set like this is I actually like doing the like zodiac sign, like birth year. I think birth year sets are really, really cute if done right. They don't necessarily have to have like a zodiac sign on them, but I just think numbers and letters on sets can be really cute. And a lot of times people's birthday sets, like, you wouldn't know it's a birthday set unless someone asked about it, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's really cute and just ghetto fabulous to have your birth year on your nails. That might just be my own opinion. I don't think it's a popular opinion anymore, but I do remember it used to be kind of a popular opinion until I think it's not trendy on Instagram to like do stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me see who wants this, because it got to be someone out there who wants it. And lo and behold, of course, somebody wanted it. So let me see this. Dang, I didn't realize this is like a lot of time of application. I didn't really realize how long this was. That is because I left it in real time. Goodness gracious. Yes, I apologize. It's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm still kind of tired. I took a nap, but I still am a little bit tired. So, you know, this video is a little slow moving, but I really just wanted something that you guys could watch and just enjoy. And I feel like there's not enough ombres with this color combination. Like, this type of, like, I don't know, tan nude type of color and pastels is a really, really good go-to. You can use colors that I like from Not Polished that are very universal and actually look good with most color combinations. Second Nude, she's that girl. Okay, Second Nude is a go-to. Okay, First Nude, she's also that girl. It's a very good one. Nude Me, yes ma'am, very, very much so. And Nude Panther, those four, unmatched. They look good on pretty much every skin tone. And if you're having trouble picking out nudes, because for ombres, I'm the one that picks out the nudes. Like, sometimes I'll ask them, you want like a, excuse me, when I'm using nudes, I'll say, hey, do you want like a pinkish nude? Do you want something that's more natural, you know, natural, whatever? And based on what they say, like if they mention anything, I will go ahead, or like I'll just straight up pick it based on the color that they chose. And honestly, I feel like that's kind of what you should do as a nail tech, because to be honest, sometimes when you ask clients to pick nude, like, oh, pick your colors for your ombre if you want nude, a lot of the nudes look similar-ish, and they don't know how to tell, like, pick up on undertones in nudes. If you're struggling as a nail tech in deciding, like, hey, what nudes look good on people, like I said, those four look universally good. But if you look at the skin around their finger, right, skin around their cuticles, or like, I don't say knuckle meat, but like they knuckle meat, like, what do you call that? Like knuckle skin. If you look at the skin on their knuckles or around their cuticles, you can pick up on undertones there. Because I understand sometimes it can be hard. It's not everyone's like skill set or strong area to be able to pick up on stuff like that. But that will help you decide on, like, okay, this is a nude that looks good on them. And then you will decide if that same nude also looks really good with the colors that are chosen, if you ever need help. Because, like, you know, obviously you can choose, like, do I want a light nude or a dark nude? Do I want a tan nude or a pink nude? Do I want transparent or do I want opaque? It's a lot of different factors. And that's a main thing when you, like, doing sets with nude. It got to be on point. Otherwise, sometimes the color combinations look a little bit odd, okay? So, right now, this is application only. I'm going to go ahead and file. I did already seal the cuticles, and I went underneath the C curve and stuff like that. So this is purely just me shaping this good old square. Yeah, honestly, that's what this clip is. And then I will go into, I guess, the nail art portion with the stickers. Now, some people, sorry, babe. Some people, they will cap their stickers. I do not do that. Because I learned, well, I used to do that when I used to be, like, doing nails. I used to be scared that, oh, they're not going to last, they're not going to lay flat, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show you guys what I do pretty much to get them to last. They're also going to be linked in my Amazon storefront. Like, not these specific ones, but, like, some that are similar. The thing with should you cap stickers or not, it just depends on the look you're going for. I feel like when you cap stickers in clear and encapsulate them, sometimes it can take away from the overall look, and you're seeing something that is in the background rather than the foreground. So depending on how thick of a layer you did to cap, it's going to not, it's just not going to stand out, and you'll be able to see like, oh, that's in the nail rather than like being like a decal. So it's kind of just, you're going to have to think about that. And also, like I said, think about how much are you going to encapsulate, because I highly suggest you do not put stickers in a really thick layer of clear, because sometimes it affects the clarity, and sometimes if you have air bubbles in the clear and things like that, it's just not going to look as good. So that's pretty much something to think about. That's why I stopped encapsulating stickers. I just felt like it was a waste of time, and it kind of looks way better to just make sure they're in the foreground. So we'll get to that in just a couple of moments. I don't even know what I was I think I was showing her, like, I don't know, I hurt my thumb or something. Like, I'd be having this indent in my thumb from filing all the time, and I think she was asking me something, and I was explaining it to her or whatever. So when it comes to shaping, that's why application is your friend, because as you can see, we don't have to do much shaping at all. We want it to be on point, and that starts with application. When you're doing your ombres, you just really want to make sure that every layer of acrylic that you put is nice and neat, tucked away where it belongs and where it has to go. Yeah, look from all angles when you file, so that way you know you have a nice surface. You want it to be very, very smooth, and application definitely aids in the smoothness of the nail. That's where it starts. Everything starts with application. Y'all are probably tired of hearing that, but it's the truth. And honestly, you need to have a good grip on your client. Like, look at how I've got her grip the hell up. One hand, one finger on one side, one finger usually underneath supporting the nail and supporting the finger. And you're not going to get a good shape if the person's finger is wobbling all over everywhere. You're just not. Like, it's impossible. And also it's going to hurt them. So you can see how tightly I grip. It doesn't hurt the client. Okay? It's definitely a grip. Like, it is firm. I'm checking on myself. It is firm now. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I know I'm not the most gentlest when I do nails, but I have been told that I'm not as rough as where people have been. And that's like, damn, where the hell have you been? Because I know I am not no gentle girl. So it makes a difference. So you can already see, like, the shape, it's doing its job. It's looking good. It's doing what it got to do. And we are going to get into the, I guess, nail art portion. And I did buff. She washed her hands. And when you guys see me in the next clip, we will have already top coated all that good stuff. I do have a couple top coats that are on my Amazon storefront. You guys make sure you check it out. I've had a couple people ask me on Instagram if I have one. Yes, I do. It's always linked in all of my videos. And I'm thinking that even in some, I do have it in the comments as well. Okay, so at this point, we're going to buff, we're going to wash, we're going to top coat. I don't recommend putting stickers on non-top coated nails, because if there's any inconsistencies in buffing or anything, once that sticker goes on, you will be able to see it and it's not going to go away. So at this point, I really thought I had black letters, you guys. My plan was to do black numbers and letters, and I guess I didn't pick up any black ones. Now, you guys have seen me possibly before. I draw numbers as well, but this style, I'm not gonna lie, it's very challenging for me to like get this like gothic type style, I guess you want to call it. It's very hard for me. So I definitely haven't mastered that. So here I am just using these numbers, and I also feel like it would look way better to just have a really cohesive look. I was looking for a specific type of look, so that's why I wanted to use stickers. And I had planned on drawing the Capricorn sign in black, having everything black on top. Didn't work out that way because I didn't have black letters, numbers, and I didn't want to compromise, so we went with this rose gold-ish. And I don't have the right tweezers to be picking up stickers like this. You really want flat ones. These are definitely pointed, but the job is done. I did break some of these stickers, and it's so annoying, but honestly, don't throw it away. Just work with the pieces that are there and be hecka careful. So as you can see, this 9 definitely had a piece that was broken off, and I just picked it up and I sticked it back on there, because at the end of the day, no one's gonna be able to notice. And if you still have the other part, just stick it back on, right? So like I said, the reason why I don't put the stickers on non-top coated nails is because inconsistencies. Like, these stickers have a clear background to them, so if you stick them on a surface that, like, sometimes when you buff nails, until you top coat it, some of those buffed areas are gonna, like, the colors and stuff might look a little different and inconsistent. And so if you put a clear sticker on there, it's just gonna show it. And when you top coat, everything's gonna be fine except for that spot. And it's so annoying. I've been there, done that. Don't recommend. So this 9 I definitely broke as well. You guys will see. So what I do to make sure these stickers don't go nowhere is I use a thicker top coat, usually one that I use with charms, and I float it on top of the numbers almost as if I'm encapsulating them in top coat, basically. And they're not gonna peel. They're not gonna, like, get a good top coat, not one that's so thin that you're gonna be able to feel. And you can see I accidentally ripped it apart. The clip where I was drawing and stuff, and the other hand where I put the letters CAP, CIP, I ended up, it wasn't working out. That clip, it just would not airdrop or anything like that. It just basically was like not able to for whatever reason, not even for storage reasons. I think it's just like the iPhone itself, you know, like it just didn't want to, it was having issues with the clip. And so don't have that. But yes, I did try and draw the Capricorn sign. Wasn't a fan. I actually realized how much I do not like the Capricorn sign, and it looks very strange to me. So I opted for a gold charm, which those are linked on my Amazon storefront as well. Okay, so I highly suggest you guys check it out. Even if this is not for, like, obviously a Capricorn, this is a really good type of set to do as a birthday set. It's a super duper easy thing to get nail models to do if you're looking to practice certain things or you want to have a certain look. I highly suggest something like this. It looks really, like, cute and elegant and classy, but also, like, you know, like a little pop of something. Really great way to introduce people to new things that they don't normally get. Here's the final result once again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.